The Eerie Lady of the Dunes is a mysterious figure that has haunted the imagination of locals and visitors to Provincetown, Massachusetts for decades. In July 1974, a young girl discovered the body of a woman in the dunes near Race Point Beach. The woman had been brutally murdered, and her identity was never determined. However, what made this case truly eerie was the fact that an unidentified woman had been spotted in the area around the same time as the murder. Witnesses reported seeing a tall, blonde woman with a distinctive gap in her front teeth wandering the dunes in a blue bandana and denim shorts. The woman has never been identified, and her presence in the area remains a mystery. In the years since the murder, rumors and speculation have swirled around the identity of the Eerie Lady of the Dunes. Some have suggested that she may have been involved in the murder, while others believe that she may have witnessed the crime and fled the scene out of fear. Despite numerous investigations and leads, the identity of the Eerie Lady of the Dunes and the person responsible for the murder remains a mystery. The case continues to capture the imagination of true crime enthusiasts and mystery seekers. And the eerie figure of the blonde woman in the blue bandana remains a haunting reminder of the unsolved crimes that continue to perplex and terrify us. The Taos Hum is a mysterious low-frequency sound that has been heard by people in and around the town of Taos, New Mexico, since at least the early 1990s. The sound has been described as a faint, persistent hum or buzz that can be heard indoors or outdoors, and is often compared to the sound of a distant diesel engine or electrical generator. Despite numerous investigations and studies, the source of the Taos Hum remains a mystery to this day. Some theories suggest that the hum may be caused by natural phenomena, such as seismic activity or the Earth's magnetic field. Others have suggested that the sound may be caused by man-made sources, such as industrial equipment or military operations. The Taos Hum has been the subject of intense scientific and public interest, with numerous studies and investigations attempting to determine the source of the sound. However, none of these studies have been able to provide a definitive explanation for the phenomenon. Many people who have heard the Taos Hum describe it as a disturbing and unsettling experience, with some even reporting physical symptoms such as headaches, dizziness, and nausea. The sound has also been known to cause sleep disturbances and other psychological effects. Despite its mysterious and sometimes frightening nature, the Taos Hum continues to captivate the public imagination, and remains one of the most enduring unsolved mysteries of our time. The Octavius was a ship that disappeared in the Arctic Ocean in the late 18th century under mysterious circumstances. The story of the Octavius is one of the most chilling and eerie tales in maritime history. The Octavius was a three-masted schooner that had been engaged in the fur trade between England and China. In 1761, the ship departed England on a routine trading voyage to China. The captain of the Octavius was named Jonathan Barnett, and he was accompanied by a crew of 28 men. The voyage was uneventful until the Octavius reached the Arctic Ocean. According to the ship's logbook, the vessel became trapped in ice for several weeks, and the crew was forced to endure the harsh Arctic conditions. Finally, on October 11, 1762, the ship's logbook recorded that the Octavius had finally broken free of the ice and was heading south. However, the rest of the story of the Octavius is shrouded in mystery. The ship was never seen or heard from again. 10 years later, In 1772, a whaling ship called the Herald was sailing through the Arctic when the crew spotted a schooner drifting aimlessly in the water. As they approached the ship, they could see that it was in a state of severe disrepair. The sails were tattered, the rigging was hanging loose, and the decks were covered in ice and snow. As the crew of the Herald boarded the abandoned vessel, they realized with horror that they had stumbled upon the Octavius, the same ship that had disappeared 10 years earlier. The crew of the Herald found the body of Jonathan Barnett, still sitting at his desk in the captain's cabin, frozen solid. The rest of the crew was nowhere to be found, and the ship's logbook contained a chilling entry. The final entry was dated November 11, 1762, almost a month after the Octavius had supposedly broken free of the ice. The logbook entry indicated that the ship had somehow managed to travel back in time and was now in the year 1772, 10 years after its disappearance. The entry also revealed that the crew had realized that they had somehow traveled through time and that they were doomed to relive the same month over and over again. The entry ended with a plea for help and a message to whoever found the ship, warning them not to sail the same route the Octavius had taken. The fate of the Octavius and its crew has remained a mystery, and many theories have been proposed to explain what happened. Some suggest that the ship and crew were victims of foul play, while others believe that the ship was caught in a time warp or vortex. Whatever the truth may be, the story of the Octavius remains one of the most eerie and unsettling tales in maritime history, and a reminder of the mysteries that still lurk in the vast, unforgiving ocean.